Journal with me as I make fruit bingo. Over the summer, I try to eat as much fruit as possible, and I saw Bailey from Well Read PhD do a fruit bingo, so I had to do a fruit bingo, but it's basically exactly how it sounds. I thought of 24 fruits, the free space is a fruit basket, and drew them out. Then, over the course of the summer or whenever, I'm going to try and eat them all. The more I eat, the more accomplished I feel. Well, that's partially a joke, but I love fruit a lot, so I wanted to try and eat more of it. Lately, I've been on a huge cherry kick, so switching it up is fun for me. Like today, I went to the grocery store and bought a pear literally because of this bingo, and it was actually like one of the most incredible pears I've had in a long time. So it's cool because I am eating something that I normally wouldn't have eaten or grabbed. And so, it's just a lot of fun. Usually I will outline things. And so out of frame, I have basically like a smaller version of this bingo where I have each fruit that I want. And so I'm basically just looking at what I already drew and now taking the appropriate marker color and putting it in here. I would say my style is like every time cartoonish, but not in a bad way, just that's how I'd describe it. And so what I'll do is I'll Google whatever I want to draw clip art. So for some of these, an orange, a blueberry, those things you kind of know how to draw. But a couple of these, like what I'm drawing right now, honeydew, or later I think I draw like a rambutan and a jackfruit. I Google jackfruit clip art or rambutan clip art, and well, the rambutan you might not be able to find, but a lot of times you can find something, and I look at it and then just free draw it in the journal. Here I am using mostly Tombows and then like the knockoff Tombows you can get off of Amazon. And then at the top, that pink and teal are my Posca pens. All of those are definitely like my go-to markers for anything really journal related. And then also my Tombow Fudenosuke you'll see later as I'm outlining in black. Those are almost always going to be like what I'm using for journaling purposes. This red that I'm using right here is probably one of my favorite colors of Tombow Dual Brush. I wish I knew what number it was, but it's really pretty and it's really bright, which I love. And especially when I'm making fruit things or, Phillies related things, the red really, really comes out. Here's the pear that I just ate today. And so I'm very excited to be able to cross that off at some point. As of right now, looking at the ones that I'm already have on here, I've eaten cherries. I think I'm going to count lemons because I've made stuff like cooked things with lemons in them. Let me know in the comments if you think I shouldn't count it, and that's totally fine because I'll make lemonade. I've been wanting to do that for a little bit. And then I don't think I've had pineapple in a while. It's hard because I technically have eaten a bunch of these like over the past couple of months, but because I'm just now starting this fruit bingo, I decided to start fresh with what I want to count. So that's where I'm at now. Chris made an apple crumble for dessert last week, so definitely counting the apple. It was so delicious, and he got us vanilla ice cream to put over top of it. Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, does coconut milk or coconut water count as coconut? Like, can I cross it off here? Because I am pretty sure that I've had coconut milk or will have coconut milk soon. But if that doesn't count and I need like the actual coconut fruit, then that changes things. Let's see, lots of watermelon. I had lots of watermelon this summer. I made a watermelon signature mixed drink for my birthday, and it was literally an entire watermelon juiced, watermelon vodka and lime juice, and it was delicious. I did have to strain all of it, but it was so good. And then we've been eating a lot of cantaloupe. That's what that middle one is. It's like tan and lime green and a little bit of peach, I think is what I put in there. And so we've had lots of cantaloupe. Haven't had many grapes. And then I think next grocery trip, I will get some berries of some kind. I had strawberries, but again, not when I was counting it for bingo. It was a while ago. So I'll probably get more strawberries, and definitely want a peach because I love peaches. I had to throw in this papaya for Amaya Papaya from Love Island. If any of y'all watched Love Island, it was all the craze this summer, so had to pay tribute to her. And then I have both blackberries and raspberries on here because, again, I do love berries. The way I'm differentiating it is adding black to the blackberries. Shocker, I know. But I just when I Googled a blackberry, you can tell that there's like some red in them too. Probably if they're not as ripe or something. I don't know. I guess I should know those things. But so there's a little bit of red in it. So that's why I did the red first. The interesting part about Posca pens is I'm still learning how to outline on them and what markers work best. So here I'm trying to take like a Tombow dual brush that's in black because I figured, it's thicker. It's like a different, type of marker that it'll look good. And I did like the way that it dried, but it was interesting because you'll see here it dries a little bit gray almost. And I didn't want that. I wanted it to be like dark, like black. So I let it dry a little bit just in case. I don't know. I liked the way that it looked. And then what I end up doing later is going back in with my Tombow Fudenosuke hard. I think I did my hard tip and just went over the outline again because it just brings it out darker. So that's something that I'm always learning. And then same with the outline here. I knew that I wanted it to be like sharp. So I went in with my Fudenosuke. And I definitely outlined it first in pencil, as you can see, because if I didn't, I knew that I would mess up the evenness, and I would mess up how many boxes apart I needed. So I definitely did it in pencil first, and then went back in with pen. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll go over the outline a couple of times, just really messily. Messy? Is that a word? I don't know, but you know what I mean. Just not as even as it could be. And I like that there are a little bit of non-overlaps and it does look a little bit messier, just because it just creates a different type of journaling. But here, because it's bingo, I don't know, for some reason I wanted it to be a little bit more exact so that I could go back in and it would be here is the box that you are crossing off or that you are coloring it in or whatever I decide to do later. This is just me going in with my outline. Speaking of outline, one thing I did not record that you will see is actually outlining all of the fruits themselves and writing in the word of the fruit itself. Even though right now as I'm drawing it, I knew the fruit I was drawing, something told me that I would come back to this page and look and see what fruit I still needed and be what the heck was that fruit? So I went ahead and wrote out all the names of it. And just because I knew that this was going to be on social media. And if people were what the heck is that? They can read and see it very clearly. I think the ones I'm most proud of are the rambutans, the mango because of the colors, even though I couldn't shade it all in, and the papaya. Oh, and the jackfruit. Honestly, these are all great. I had a great time. And here is the final result. Hope you enjoyed journaling with me, and wherever you are, have fun.